The grave wasn't empty, and the thing inside it, it was awake. He dug it up as a joke, a stupid dare. But now every night he hears scratching. Not outside, underneath. This story isn't about ghosts. It's about something much worse. When 17-year-old Lucas and his friends broke into a cemetery one night, they thought it would just be another thrill. One dare, one shovel, one grave. But they never expected what came next. It started with a bet. Lucas and his friends were hanging out one Friday night, bored in a small town with nothing to do. Someone brought up the old cemetery at the edge of the woods, a place people avoided after dark. There was a rumor about one specific grave. No name on the headstone, just a date, 1883, and a warning carved into the stone beneath it, "Do not disturb." Someone dared Lucas to dig it up. He laughed, said, "What, like it's cursed or something?" But deep down, even he was a little uneasy. Still, he wasn't about to back down, not in front of his friends. They grabbed flashlights, a shovel, and headed into the woods. The cemetery was cold and quiet. Trees pressed in from all sides. Fog clung low to the ground. Lucas led the way, heart pounding harder with every step. They found the grave easily. It looked like it hadn't been touched in over 100 years. Dirt was packed tight, the stone was cracked and crooked. The warning, "Do not disturb," looked hand-carved. "Creepy," one of them whispered. Lucas jammed the shovel into the soil. At first it was slow going. The earth was dry and hard, but after about 15 minutes, something changed. The ground got softer, wetter. It started to stink. "Dude, do you smell that?" They all did. Rot, like spoiled meat. Then, thunk. The shovel hit something. They all froze. Lucas scraped the dirt away until wood showed through. A coffin. Old, cracked. One of the hinges was missing. "Okay, joke's over," one friend said. "We should stop." But Lucas had come too far. He pried it open. Inside was a body, or what was left of one. But it wasn't bones. It was something else. The skin was leathery, gray. The eyes were missing. Its hands, no, claws, were curled tight, like it had died angry. Suddenly the flashlight flickered, and the body moved. Just a twitch. Barely noticeable. They screamed. Lucas dropped the shovel. They ran all the way back to the road, not speaking, not breathing. Lucas tried to pretend it didn't happen. Maybe he imagined it. Maybe it was an animal. But when he got home, he found dirt under his fingernails. And something else. A broken piece of the coffin hinge in his pocket. That night, he couldn't sleep. He kept hearing scratching. Not in the walls, from under his bed. Or maybe from under the floor. The next day, the shovel was back on his porch. He hadn't brought it home. His phone kept vibrating with no messages. The lights flickered. His dog barked at the corners of the room. Each night, the scratching got louder. Then, the dreams started. In them, he was back at the grave. Only now, something was chasing him. A figure with clawed hands and a mouthful of soil. It didn't speak, just dug and dug and dug. His friends started acting weird. One moved away. One refused to talk to anyone. One went missing. Lucas began to see claw marks on the floor, dirt in the bathtub, and every night the same sound. Scratch, scratch, scratch. One night, Lucas finally broke. He ripped up the floorboards in his room. Nothing, just dirt. But then, the closet door creaked open, and from the darkness he heard it, breathing. Slow, ragged, wet. He ran outside, but the grave was already open, empty. He saw the drag marks in the dirt, as if something had crawled out. He followed them back to his house. His parents were gone, the house was dark, and on the wall, written in soil, "Dig deeper." He didn't sleep that night. By morning, his fingernails were broken and bloody. He didn't remember digging, but there was a hole in his backyard, and something was inside it. Something waiting. Lucas doesn't talk to anyone anymore. He won't go near graveyards. He moved across the country, but the dreams still come. The scratching never stopped. And some nights, he wakes up with dirt in his mouth. Sometimes, you dig up something that doesn't want to be found. And sometimes, it digs back. Subscribe for more horror stories you shouldn't listen to in the dark.